Good afternoon. My name is Raschell, and with my partner, Sharon, Tencio, we're going to talk about CISC and RISC architectures. I'm going to start with the definition of these two and characteristics of these two architectures. RISC is defined as a computer with most of these characteristics. Instructions are conceptually simple, are of uniform length, and instructions use one or a very few instruction formats. An assist processor is a mature design where software compatibility and helper software are the overriding goals for this model. The design philosophy objectives of CISC are: reduce the amount of storage used and accessed. Memory was small and slow. Reduce the number of load and store operations. They dominate other operations, even though they are considered overhead operations. Support compatibility by making sure that new computers can execute the existing code. Support system software by implementing some system software in hardware. Make compiler writers' job easier, and support instructions that will allow assembly language programmers to be creative in being able to write efficient codes. RISC design philosophy can be stated as follows. Analyze the applications to be supported to determine the operations that are used more frequently and those that consume a lot of time. Design a data path that is optimized to support these operations effectively, and add any other necessary instructions, as long as they do not have a negative impact on the previously selected instructions, and they are relatively frequent. Design other supporting processors following these stated steps. A resource is to be included only if it can be shown that the resource is frequently used, and its addition to other previously accepted resources will not slow down the entire system. Move many of the conventional runtime complexities to compile-time software. Share the compiler with more responsibilities. Now my partner, Sharon Tencio, starts to talk about the difference between CISC and RISC.
Advantages of CISC. The compilers requires later effort to translate high-level or assemble two machine programs. The size of the code is small. Some instruction uses less RAM. It allows you to adjust the speed and voltage of the clock. Disadvantages of CISC. It may take several clock cycles to complete the program instruction. Because it has a much larger design than the RISC architecture, it entails more temperature generation, greater conception, and greater requirements of the physical space. And the other is requires many more transistors than RISC. Advantages of CISC. It can offer better performance thanks to a smaller number of instructions. It requires fewer transistors and it consumes less energy and less heat is generated. Very fast memories are used and requires many more transistors than RISC. And difference between CISC and RISC processors. Runtime is short in CISC and is longer in RISC. Record sets requires multiple record sets to store the instruction in CISC, and the RISC just need a single set of records to store the statement. Decoding in CISC has a simple decoding of the instruction, and the RISC has a complex decoding of instruction. CISC has an architecture with a reduced instruction set, and RISC has a complex instruction set architecture. Thanks for watching.